The Ethiopian separatists are only months away from rebelling, along with the Maratha separatists, but we don't really have to worry about them too much because we've got some troops over in the area already. But our fleet needs to go pick up an army somewhere and take them to Ethiopia. Right now we're gaining 129 gold a month. Alright, so that's the only province they rebelled in. Let's go ahead and activate these forts. Truce with Baumanus has ended. Lucky us. Okay, so I'm not sure where they're going to go. So I'm going to take them to Cardle. It's actually not that far of a trip, all things considered. Russia has declared war on Cradle. Local militias. I've gotten this before. I can lose almost all of my manpower reserve. But I want that army professionalism. We now have reduced morale damage taken by reserves, plus 50%. What happens at 100? Army drill gain modifiers plus 100% and general cost minus 50%. I'd say that's really good. Alright, let's take these ships back to Siak. Once these guys finish. Alright, now one I knew was coming too. Preoccupied that. We'll bring the troops over to rejoin with the other guys that are why? No, let's make it quick. Board the ships. Drop them off. Once we take care of that army, I will take my guys back up to Delhi, because I will need to watch where Ming goes in this war. Provided that they do join, which I'm expecting they will. I've never had them not join in against me in in the protection of one of their tributaries, of which Malacca is. Yes, Malacca is also at war with someone else right now. Okay, that's done. We don't have to reoccupy it because the forts will do that for us. I do need to unmothball my northern forts just so if Ming does come through there, we're ready. And we will get military access through whoever our enemies do. So if Ming does, we will. Aragon has fabricated a claim on Sakam. How many heavy ships does Ming have? How many ships in general, actually? England has the largest fleet. We actually have a bigger fleet than Ming right now. They only have 9 heavies. Most of their navy is transports. We are also 70 short of, about 70 short of our force limit too. Native assimilation. Something else, Ming can go after my colonies, which will suck. Native assimilation, colony self-sustaining, meaning I need to send a colonist out again. Probably going to actually recall both of these guys. And I'm going to go ahead and colonize there next to speed up the other one. A little bit anyway. Possible colonies. Ilocos. That one. And let's go to war with Malacca. The Ottomans will come into this war. Before I do that, I can only make the Ottomans my rival, so we're not doing that. Ottomans love me, trust-wise anyway. We're also friends with Tunis. We'll just increase our favors with them. And I'll go ahead and increase my favors with Portugal too. Takes a long time for California to build up their gold before they ship it to me. So now call the Ottomans in. Ming have honored, Brunei have honored. Oh, Brunei was one of the ones who was allied with them? I didn't even check their alliances, did I? Oh well. I am not really worried about Brunei. We've won the Battle of the Straits of Johor. We'll go and... Johor is our war goal. So we'll go in there, occupy it, and then take this army to Malacca as well. Portugal has taken the Catholic Defender of the Faith, which kind of sucks if I am expecting... Oh my god, I forgot. I need to probably put a naval commander in... Wow. Yeah, let's not wait for that. I'm up against not just Ming's navy. I forgot to take the other navies into account. Rush of colonists. We'll take colonial enthusiasm, even though I think we already had it. but I think it renews, so... Oh, we can't actually move on to Malacca yet. So Brunei is going to occupy all the stuff on their land. Or on that landmass. Curious as to where Ming will go. And in October, our level 6 forts will complete. Alright, no time like the present to build up our navy, I guess, right? So we need 2 here that I want to build. I'm going mostly heavy, I think. So we have, how many heavies right now? 23. So I want 27 more. Four, 5, 6, 7. Hormuz. Brunei is going to occupy a bunch of stuff. Accommodation with natives in Palu. When do we get military tech? We need 413 power. Alright. So, it's going to take a few months. And that's a big level too because it's tactics. Tariffs on grain? Nope. Malacca's pieced out with one of their businesses, or with one of their wars. They're still at war with somebody else. Growth of the business of Tafeta. Our efforts to maximize trading profits in the area of Tapti has borne fruit in the province of Surat. Entrepreneurs have managed to greatly increase the output of Tafeta and have found new markets in our capital for the processed goods. Intercolonial trade. Establishing colonial subjects overseas has allowed us to expand our trade while remaining in control, importing goods from lands that are essentially under Mughal control. As long as we supply our colony with what they need, they have no reason to start putting gold in the hands of our enemies. Sadly, the settlers sometimes have a different opinion from our Padisha on what exactly they need. They have begun to trade with neighboring colonies and natives, circumventing trade barriers we put up to protect our nation's interests. This clearly benefits them, but whether it benefits us is highly doubtful. We'll risk the liberty desire for mercantilism. Successfully colonized. We've won Pahang. What? Alright. I thought it used to show the little symbol for the capital fort in Malacca, but it doesn't anymore for some reason. Oh. Bintan is also a province. I should work on their capital. Malacca has a military coalition against them. Go help out the Ottoman fleet. And just like that, I regret that. Did we lose anything? We lost another heavy, didn't we? Siege of Malacca is over. Ming is on our border, is on our northern border. So, I guess it means we are going to take our armies north. Let's go to Kashgar with our second army. And okay, they have the supply limit to they have the supply limit to support our troops. I'm going to take the protecting forts power, even though I don't think we have much, if any, forts on borders with our rivals, who are Ming and Russia. I could build some on the border with Russia, but we have a very small border with them. Our armies are on the move. Let's go try to take that one ship out. There we go. We've lost one of our advisors. I would have really liked to get another discipline advisor. But I will actually take the military engineer. And we will actually increase his skill by 1. We're still making a ton of money. They can occupy everything, I just don't want them to take any forts, especially not before the level 2s are done. Which will be middle of this month. Truce with Kaffa has expired. Occupied Bintan. And I want them to retake some of this land, actually. But not if they're going to my land. There's military tech. Let's go and help, just to make sure we win. Looks like we are. Expansion of the Syrox Madrasa. The Madrasa of Syrox has been gaining repute not only as a center of Hanafi learning, but also for its sheiks from other schools. Shafi scholars from other parts of the world have in particular made a name for themselves at the Syrox Madrasa, and as a result, both the institution itself and adjoining market district and the bustling city as a whole is growing rapidly. Urban growth is never without its problems, however, and a growing madrasa still needs to be provided for. If the Padisha himself would set aside a larger charitable donation for the upkeep and maintenance of a greater madrasa, it would benefit both the city and the area at large. Syrox. I'll take it. It's not really a huge benefit, but the Herat area gains local development cost reduction. Which wouldn't be necessarily too bad to develop Herat right now again. Alright, we've finished that battle. Those guys are going back now. And we will move up the coast. The Ottomans have moved their troops into Brunei. Accommodation with natives. Nazo Toki. Sultan Malachi Toki of the Toki Pashtun tribe has a daughter named Nazo Ana, who is a learned poet and a courteous, loving, and caring person. Her education and upbringing has been supervised by him, and she was trained and taught by learned scholars of Kandahar. Though her poetry and upholding of the Pashtun code, Nazo Toki has great authority. Conflicts between Gilji and Sadazai Pashtun tribes are often arbitrated by her in order to encourage alliances against the Persian Safavid rulers. Such rulers exist. There are many tales about her, but one that we know is true is that she put on a sword and defended her deceased father's fortress alongside the men when her brother went to avenge their father's death. She was left in charge of household and fortress and defended it vigorously. Her wise words must be brought here. She's a commandant, which is what I was hoping for. Or I could gain an awesome general, but I will take the commandant. So, whoop, not her. And then increase her skill twice. So all of our current advisors are cheaper to hire. We lost Indian ambition. Is Ming dealing with any other wars right now? Yes, Russia and Korea. And Russia is a monster in this game. Oh, they're... Wait. Cradle is at war with Russia and Korea. How did Cradle get involved in this? Oh, it's the Russian reconquest of Lower Ishim. Okay. Oh, Russia's allied with Korea. Okay, that makes sense then. Looks like the Ottomans are taking on the Brunei armies. They already went out. You want to give me some land? No? Really? Oh, okay, so I thought it was 61 and 61, but no, it's 61 and 64. This one first. Actually, these guys should move up to Ayutthaya. I'm hoping Malacca ends their wars with these other people soon. They're starting to get in the way. Yeah, we'll accept military access from Russia. Ming has sown discontent in our Rome. Malacca wants out. Their war enthusiasm is low. Brunei wants out. And we can take the bunch of money from them. Or we can make them revoke their course. I just want the money. Master of Mint has died. It's not who we have. No, it's a natural scientist. It looks like my navies are starting to get done. Just as a safety measure. Kind of wish the Ottomans would rival Ming. We won the Siege of Ayutthaya. It's pretty easy. Does Ming want out? Almost. We have... Where are we getting the 16 war score from them? I can piece Ming out separately. It looks like somebody else is already seeding those guys out. And they've already started to occupy that. So we'll move on to these ones. And hopefully I will end this war in the next episode.